Hey, what's up guys, it's MetaGamesGX here, and we are going to do my updated Mannadium deck profile, and I've been topping some tournaments. It's been my pet deck recently. I think it's actually really good right now in Unchained meta because no one's on main deck draw, and this deck is really good when no one's on main deck draw. So let's go over it. This is going to be my final build probably before Age of Overlord, which we will get the Trilascuda. Very much looking forward to that. I think this deck will really get insane then. This is going to be a 41 card build. Combo video down in the description if you guys want to see how to do the combos. We're also going to do a couple shorts probably on them that I will link. We will get into the monsters. 3 Riem Heart. This guy is the Mannadium monsters. 3 Riem Heart, 2 Torrid, and then 3 Meek. So these are the Mannadium monsters. I only run 2 Torrid because this card is kind of just filler. It's just nice to see. Sometimes you need to see more balls. You could theoretically cut these, and sometimes I do cut these when I'm siding, but they're really good just to get your combo off. And Riem Heart's just one of the best cards in the game, in the deck. If you see it, you're doing well. It's also about to turn into a 1 card combo, so yeah. 2 Rykart for the Scareclaw package plus 3 Visas. These guys are just probably the best part about the deck because Scareclaw Rykart just extends extremely well with the whole deck, and then Visas is the heart and soul of the deck. You get to revive off of the Scareclaw Arrival, which you search off of Rykart, so you're able to go through your Mannadium plays through Scareclaw backwards and then synchro into Amritara, who's the new synchro, of course. He's very good, and he's how you get into Crimson Dragon, Barone, and all that good stuff. Now let's get into the other monsters. We have 1 Prisma because we do run the Hero Lives package, which I will just get out right now. This is the package that we run because we want to play around hand traps, honestly, and yeah, like if we get Ash on this, it's like 4k, but that's fine. Like we get to just continue our combo. You want this to be Ash, it's a good bait for that, and also Prisma gets Visas into the graveyard, so you're able to break boards that way. If you draw it, it's fine, you just normal it. Like it's fine, honestly. You don't need your normal that much in this deck. You can play around the fact that you need to normal it, and the 2 is just fine. So I think I really do like this card. It does help me play around hand traps very well. Helps just get into Calamity if I need to. But really, this deck, I don't Calamity very often with it. I don't think the deck really needs it. But it is there for those options. You gotta know when to Calamity and when to not, obviously. And also, when you just get hand trapped, there's no purpose to. So here are the hand traps. 3 Nibiru, 3 Ash. This is my exact list from what I was running a week ago where I did first place. Just so you guys do know, 3 Ash, 3 Nibiru, and then 3 Imperm. So this is pretty standard, honestly, right now. I think these are the best hand traps in the game. Now, the reason I don't run board breakers in here is, I mean, I do have Triple Tactics talents in the main deck. I will just spoil that right now. However, I think this deck doesn't really need board breakers very much. Like Thrust is nice, but I do side it instead of maining it, and this deck isn't a great deck to main it in my opinion. So I think this does the job generally against most matchups, so you have a pretty wide matchup. If you do go against Unchained, it's fine because if you hit them with like a combination of any 2 hand traps, you usually are fine. And also you have the ability to break their board quite easily, and you know, Chaos Angel's one hell of a card, so you have a pretty good Unchained matchup overall. So I think running the hand traps over the board breakers is actually correct in this deck. Maybe it will change in the future. I could maybe see myself making Thrust plus like Evenly plus Dark Ruler or something if it really becomes an Unchained meta, but I think this is just fine. The only part that sucks is sometimes Ash conflicts with the field spell, so you can't, but you can really just play around it. Just be careful with playing with tuners because of the field spell. So then we are going to get into the Mannadium spell cards. 1 Imaginings, 3 Obsidian. This card's just insane. This is how you play around Nibiru. This is also your lone fire of the deck to just spec out, and also just plus infinite off the search out the field spell, or just search out reframing if you need to. Then of course 3 Colorium. This is just really standard package. No one else really runs anything else. I mean, I was seeing some New World Imaginings or like Peaceful Plant Amritara. I'm good on that. Honestly, I think this is just fine. 2 Reich Phobia. You could cut 1 and go with 40 cards. I just think 2 is really good for the grind game. If you can't just kill them in the first 2 turns, you kind of need a second Reich Phobia sometimes when you're out of resources. So it does really help, and also helps break boards. Just an insane card. You get it off of then you get to search your 1 arrival off of right card. I do want to run 2 arrival. This is this thing that kind of sucks, but it really is a brick sometimes. It's nice with Prisma as well, so maybe I could go to 2, but it's fine for right now. So I think this as the Scareclaw package is just fine. And then just the generic cards, Called by, Terraforming, Reinforcement of the Army, and then 2 talents. So talents is really just for when you get obviously hand trapped and you're able to just rip a card out of their hand or just draw 2 depending on the situation. Then Called by really just obviously hit the draw. Generic good cards. I would side deck Thrust. Also obviously Reframing is just the best card in the deck. This is why you run Mannadium, is because it's your 1 card Omni Negate around Dark Ruler No More and all that good stuff. So, you know, just in case for the people who are newer to this deck, I just wanted to explain that quickly. I know I'm going a little bit quick on some of these things. So let's get into the extra deck. 2 Vicious Astrolaud. This is pretty standard at this point. I think I could see myself running 3 for the grind game, but I don't really ever need it. I think 2 is just fine. You also synchro off with it an insane amount of time, so I think it's very good. Just for breaking boards and doing just like plays. You need it for the Bish Balkan to get into the Calamity with the Crimson Dragon. So I don't go into these guys very often, honestly. I don't think you really need to, because you can build a board and most of the time that's just better. And plus being hand trapped prevents you from going into these guys. But I think in a lot of situations this is pretty good. I could see myself cutting these, but there's really nothing better to cut for, so I think it warrants the spot. 1 Chaos Angel, 1 Fleur, and 1 Dissipator for the 10s. These guys are incredible. There's really nothing else to say about them. I think Dissipator is one of the best extenders. Barone, Chaos Angel is also one of the best ways to break boards. Plus on top of a Vicious Astrolaud, like, it's very much a lot of the time just this is how you get around Unchained. So your deck has a lot of toolboxes to deal with the meta. That's why I think this is actually a pretty good call right now, given the fact that no one's on Droll main deck and you have the ability to break boards and get around Unchained and stuff like that. 1 Amritara for the 8 and the Excel Stardust for getting into Barone play sometimes. This thing I kind of don't even ever go into, honestly, anymore. But I was thinking about running a Stardust too. I might do that, but we'll see. Amritara is just insane. I gotta get a QSCR, but this thing is just crazy. It just gets you out your reframing, and then also the fact that you can use it for Bish Balkan is just nuts. And then also a level 12 because it's a tuner. Triage Master just for an extender before Trilascuta comes out. It's just a level 1. Sometimes if you get hand trap, you kind of have to end on this. And also it's a light warrior, so it actually does come up a little bit because you are able to some cards need a light warrior. So Cross Sheep for the links, Scareclaw Lightheart, Epilosa, and access codes. So Cross Sheep is really standard, obviously. This guy just does everything for the deck in terms of extended gear combos. Really good card. I could see if they ever ban this card, just because for combo decks, every combo deck runs this. 1 Lightheart, I would like to run 2, but honestly it's fine. It's just insane extender of the deck to just search out the Phobia. 1 Apo, you go into this all the time, and then 1 access code, because this card, this is the flex spot. You basically, every other spot is pretty mandatory outside the Calamity package. Access code is there to break boards. It comes up actually a lot because you do go into these 2 guys a lot, so they're in the graveyard a lot of the time, so access code can come up a lot of the time when you're breaking boards. I don't think I need this. It could be an Azalea. I just think access code is probably good. It's also for OTKs and stuff like that, so I don't own an Azalea. Alright, side deck quick. 3 Droll, because we also main the 2 Crossout, because I hate Droll. Side the 2 Crossout. I would like to side a 3rd, but I just don't have the room. It's pretty tight. Also, sometimes it bricks because we're also running Thrust. 2 Magnuma, 1 Druid Swarm because I hate Gimmick Puppet as a Gimmick Puppet player, and also it's okay against Unchained and Labyrinth, obviously, and Branded in general. So, also it's a level 6, so it's a free Crimson Dragon, also Druid Swarm, so they're really good. In this deck, I would main them sometimes. I was thinking about maining them. 1D Barrier for the Crossout package, also because I run 2 Thrust to search off the Evenly also. 3 Evenly. Yeah, we have a Thrust package. I think Thrust is the best card in the game right now, frankly, one of it. And because against Purrely they always activate, against KASH they always activate, against Unchained they always activate, so you just search out any of those and you just win. And then also Rescue Ace, Evenly is just the best board breaker right now in the game, by the way. Hits Rescue Ace, hits Unchained, hits kashtira, by the way. Don't let anyone else tell you that. Also against Branded, it hits that whole board, so yeah, really good. That is the deck, folks. We're doing a little bit of quick deck profile. I wanted to do this live. I just got kind of tired and everything. I appreciate all the support. We're about to hit 1,400 subs by the time this video is up. We're probably going to be at 1,400, so thank you all for 1,400. We're almost at 2,000 already, so let's see if we can hit that by the end of the year. We'll see. But anyways, thank you all for the support. Like and subscribe, please. We're going to have a lot of live streams. Check out all the live streams. We have also the podcast. We're doing a weekly podcast, so every Friday you guys are going to get a podcast of Yu-Gi-Oh content. We are going to be going over meta trends, relevant news, and all that fun stuff. It's called the Unofficial Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. We are also on Podbean. Check it out in the link below. I would really appreciate it. I want to get that thing popping off, so that would mean a lot to me more than anything. And then also, I'm going to be streaming every Monday around 7 to 8 EST, so look out for those every Monday. And also Wednesdays and sometimes on Sundays, I will be having streamed locals. So I'll have a schedule up, but follow me on Twitter down below if you want to see what my schedule is like. So anyways, thank you all for watching. MetaGamesGX signing out.